Good morning, YouTubers. It's towards the end of January here now in central Newfoundland. In this new year. Not that much snow. I guess we got a foot of snow, and if you wanted to add it all up, you can see the garden out there. The top 4x4 is just peeking out. So that's 4, 8. Yeah, it's about 12 inches. A little less. Some places got more, some places got less. There's a little flurry out there today. We were going to go in the woods. We were in the woods yesterday and hauled out 2 loads of spruce. Firewood for the house. But the little odd jobs were kind of getting backed up again, and wishful thinking and procrastinating a little bit. Says we're going to do stuff and don't do it, puts it off. So anyway, today woke up with a little bit of piss and vinegar and decided to get right into the nitty gritty stuff. One of them jobs you puts off and puts off. Never done a video while. I think the last time was last weekend down at the cabin there. But since then we finished our generator project. Put a new set of rings in this one. Easy 1800. Rings and seals, gaskets, and all that nice stuff. That little generator you'd think would be so simple. It was like 2 benches all full of parts. Easier to do transmission in Aerostar. But she works. It's just a little governor issue here now. I think I got to reset it, or I don't know, the person that had it before. They were messing with the springs and stuff, so it's, you start up now for its haul, but it got a high idle, almost wide open, so it's either a spring or a setting on the governor or something. But anyway, it's working and it's putting out power, so it's a trip to gander. Last chance we rig up a little cable on it, set it at 3500 or 2500 RPMs and let her go mid-range. So back to the task at hand. We got a center pipe muffler tailpipe exhaust system here off a 2010 Tacoma. And the issue we were having was we were getting a little flutter, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. So before the tailpipe fell out altogether, I decided to probably do a little exhaust hack, as you can see. But the good thing about these tiled exhaust systems, anyway, the older ones claim to be all stainless steel. If this was stainless steel, it wouldn't rust it. So there's obviously a bit of metal fatigue, as Toyota is known for. But the good news, this pipe doesn't end per se for that ends that flange. This pipe comes into about here and goes into another baffle system. So that pipe, as you can see, is very solid. So we're going to clean that up as best as we can. And we're going to use some of this muffler weld. I couldn't get the JB Weld brand, but this is the next best thing. It's good to 815 degrees Celsius, and this stuff sets up the hard as steel. Like, with anybody with a problem with their wood stoves or splitting the fireplace, or man, just go get some of this and let it sit. Like it says, cure in 2 to 4 hours, but I'd let it go 24 hours. Let it harden up. Procedures are all there. Just make sure everything's cleaned up. So it got something to bond to. So that's the plan for there. And the second issue was our flange was gone. He's not gone, but it's close enough as you're going to get to be gone. So we're going to put a new flange. A new used flange. It always pays to keep a little bit of piece of pipe. Oh, there she goes. Anyway, everything needs a few light slams every now and then. Yeah, it pays to keep a piece of pipe. And that flange got to be straightened out there. We got a new gasket. I priced that exhaust system, and it's over 800 bucks. So time taxes now. Well, it's $1,000 bill time it's installed. So if you can do it in the garden, little bit of choice words, and you know, but the key is to take your grinder and just zip it, so you're not ruining either side of the flange if you've got to reuse it, right? Just zip the end of the bolts off. And these Toyotas are pretty good. They're not pressed in as of sorts. You can just tap your flange bolt back out through. So I'll give you a little look at that now when we go out. But if you see these little DeWalt grinders on sale, Canadian Tire, sometimes they go on for $149. Go out and get yourself one, because that is the real little buddy. Now that's one, you got to have that too, but that's one. You can clip the battery on that and just walk around. You got something to do. Zip off a nail, or if you're doing a bit of roofing work, middle roofing or something, just needs to, rather than going with cords. And so that is a real little gem. So yeah, the plan is we're going to cut exactly probably 2 inches or 2.5, because there's expansion there on this flange. So we're probably going to come back 3 inches, cut that flush. We're going to come off this flange. You see the same expansion. Come back here the same exact amount, so we're not stretching on our rubber mounts. And then instead of going outside with a joint, I got a piece of pipe here that's going to go inside. So then we're just going to weld straight down the crease. So you're welding the pipe together, plus you turn up the heat and you're hitting that bottom pipe. You're going to get an extra seal. I don't expect it's going to last long, that muffler. Like I haven't got much faith in this quick fixes. But we're here in central Newfoundland. It's the middle of winter, so we're going to try to make it work till the springs, until conditions are a little bit more desirable. Crawling underneath stuff. I'll just show you the flange here now. Look, Grant and Elam Grant's left outdoors. They don't like that. The veterans left outdoors. Anyway, let's see if I can get a good look at that flange. I got a crazy carpet here. Slide right on. Okay, here's our flange. As you can see, the other gasket is indented the flange there, corroded. So another trick there, I got a spare gasket. Sometimes you use 2 gaskets just to make the seal. This flange is not too bad, but like you say, tap the bolts back through, and yeah, should be on your way. I don't see anything else that could go and cause that. We're going to grease the shaft now while we're down here, and probably have a sandwich and a cup of tea, and you know, this is so nice down here. So just a little hack there for, I think that putty sealant was probably like $8 and the gasket was $4, so $10, right? Compared to $800 or $900. So I'll give you an update now when I get that pipe welded on and a little bit of putty, see if it's going to set up and see if we're going to get a quiet exhaust. That hanger got to come off. This is something else you might want to save, because they are known for rusting out. Studs rusts off for your O2 sensor. So I'm going to probably come back to about here. So if I do need that in the future, and the newer models, 2010 up, maybe a little bit the older Lexus, they're screw-in, which was a good setup. But there's a few old trucks going around that needs these flanges. So we're going to straighten up that bin here, cut off 3 inches on that one, weld it on, and get our putty straightened up and clean up that back pipe. And we'll let you know how it works out. Over and out.